And starting in this one, Chris Davinsky. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here is Matt Olson. Here's the pitch to Olson. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit to third. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
That's a foul ball.
2 outs, base is empty. High fly ball out towards left center. McNeil sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And going for Atlanta, Spencer Strider. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And that's in for a strike. Right center field. That's back. Going. Gone. His 17th of the year. It's 1-0.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Next offering is in for a strike. Strider deals. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Juan Soto. And that skips in the dirt. One out. Base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Well struck right field. Acuna moving back. That's not coming back. He nails one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's Pete Alonso. Just missed. Still only one out here in the inning. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Verdugo gets under it. And there's 2 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Brett Beatty.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Falling behind 2-1. And that one upstairs. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Left fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one fouled off. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fly ball center field. Harris brings it in, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Austin Riley.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 2-2. On the ground. Mauricio throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, catcher Drake Baldwin.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out.
Batting sixth, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that misses. And it's 2-1. And that's too high. 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Here's Alex Verdugo on the ground right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Batting 8.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second. There's a strike. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Swings through that.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
That's a ball.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So up next, Brett Beatty. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again. Out towards right center field. And Acuna able to make the grab.
Batting 9th, 2nd baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That one missed.
Outside.
And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. And the batter now, Nick Allen. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten it. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one's in there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
At the belt and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Fights it off, he'll see another. The 1-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And the Braves go down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And now it's filled up.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Acuna has it sized up. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon
Nimmo. Up now for the Mets. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tosses to first, and there's 2 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Now
I'm telling you what,
batting,
pitcher and
right
catcher on the
fielder,
same page right now.
Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2
1
hole.
ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Next offering misses down and away. Outside with a breaking ball. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Acuna sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Mets add one to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Marcell Ozuna. Two and one now, and it's fouled away.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
Swings and chases a low one there. Torrens gathers, throws to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Mauricio in plenty of time to first, and Albies is retired. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now the DH, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Verdugo gets under it. Makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. One down, base is empty. Inside, just missed. Fouled off left side. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on the tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Luis Torrens digs in now. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner takes off, and that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. Corrals it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Brett Baty.
So a man aboard And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. McNeil off of first with 2 away.
Hey!
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer up and loosening in the pen. Elder also throwing. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's down and away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swung on, popped up left side. Allen. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Edwin Diaz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Brazoban getting cranked up as well. Next pitch is outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And here is Michael Harris the second. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor, that's one. On the first double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. Pitch misses. 2-1. That's hard hit on the line. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch.
Now batting, right fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Chris Davinsky departs, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this. On the mound now, Edwin Diaz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Edwin Diaz.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 outs. Check swing, no appeal.
That pitch is out.
Diaz throw to first, and he's back in easily. There goes the runner. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now to start the bottom of the 5th.
Number
Taking
49,
over on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets.
Second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
On the ground to 3rd, Riley. To 1st, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco
Back to the top of the Mets order.
Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Stays alive. Ground ball, Olson. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Brandon
Nimmo. Now at the plate. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's inside. And now 3-1. Juan Soto on deck, already 2 homers in the game.
Huge impact in this one so far, and you know he'd like to make some noise in this inning as well.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
We got a full count. 3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk,
Now
the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Bummer deals. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Got him. That ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 2. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Here's a 2-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
The Mets leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto gets under it, nabs it, and there's 2 down. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Outside, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 2. New pitcher for the Braves, Bryce Elder.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Cox warming up as well. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
1st and 2nd, no outs. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Good job to fight that one off. Elder fires. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. Full count, 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And a slider misses down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, there's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Huascar Brazoban.
Now pitching.
He's been so good against lefties.
Number 43, Huascar Brazoban.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
For the Braves, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
There's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Looking to get the tying run on base. With the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first, and Albies is retired.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now Alex Verdugo holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Line drive. Fair ball. And it gets by him. Still able to fire over.
He's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris, the second.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Michael Harris, the second. Next up for the Braves. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. So the tying run at second. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the shortstop, Nick Allen.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count now even up. The tying run is 90 feet away. Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Austin Cox.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, One-run game, and stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting,
Ronnie Mauricio
baseman,
getting ready to hit.
Mauricio.
Trying to move him over here. Olsen fires to second for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Foul ball there.
Two balls, two
In the
strikes.
dirt, but kept close. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
A 2.
Mauricio off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Mets leave 1, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Mets.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Reed
75.
Garrett.
These are the spots
Reed
relievers really
Garrett.
make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's the first out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any
First
leadoff
baseman,
base runner
Matt
really makes this
Olson.
inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's Matt Olson. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle. Throws to first in time, and Olsen is set down.
That's a huge defensive
Now
play in the
batting,
late
the
stages of the
designated
game.
hitter,
It might not be the most
Ozuna.
challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Gotta love the resiliency
Now
showing that at bat, battling with
Austin
2 strikes. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now a move being made at second base. On to pinch run,
36.
Eli White.
Eli White.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Top of the zone for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. Braves strand 1. They trail it 3-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
38.
bottom of the 8th. Pierce Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Juan Soto
Leading
down.
off for the
If
Mets.
you don't get ahead in the
Right
count,
fielder,
you can forget about having any
Juan
success against him.
Soto.
In the dirt,
0-2.
and a count 2-1. Johnson, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys, but Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Now, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, probably don't want to leave him in too long.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional
batting,
walk, but
first
he wasn't
baseman,
exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Alonso.
Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
That's ball 2.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Angel De Los Santos getting loose out there. Montero also getting ready. Soto gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2-2. And the polar bear strikes out.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just
Now
enough to
batting,
get him to chase it. He
designated
placed it
hitter,
just off the corner, and that's one of those where a
Starling
pitcher
Marte.
says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Johnson fires. Fouled off down the right side. Pierce Johnson fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it
Now
was a ball,
batting,
whatever, but
left
just the
fielder,
location
Jeff
with that
McNeil.
velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Allen squeezes it, and that'll do it. Mets strand one, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching.
We're
the
back,
New York Mets.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Richard
68.
Lovelady. A chance at his
Richard
first save of the year. Well, one-run game now in for the Braves. Drake Baldwin. That one missed.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
On a line out towards center. That's a hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
No outs. Runner at first. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-2 now. The other way. And foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't need to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
He's 2 outs away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Next pitch misses way outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.